Conor McGregor is back, guys. He's looking to fight Khabib. Khabib says he wants to fight the October 6th, Vegas, 229, I think that is. I would think Conor would be looking for the November card. Come here, guy. I would think Conor would be looking for the November card. Madison Square Garden, bigger fight in the Garden than in Vegas, I would think. So I don't know. I would think that's where Conor would want it. Obviously, Khabib won in October, a little bit sooner. You don't want to wait. I like it at either date. The biggest point that I have to make, and we'll talk about the card as a whole, but the UFC Calgary card, where Dustin Poirier defeated Eddie Alvarez. I had bet on Dustin Poirier, went 2 for 2 on the main card of Calgary. A little update. I'm gonna make my predictions again tonight for the Cody Garbrandt versus TJ Dillashaw fight. We're gonna make our predictions tonight. But Dustin Poirier beating Eddie Alvarez. He says he wants to hold off and fight the winner of Conor versus Khabib. The UFC has already came out and said they are already targeting to have Tony Ferguson fight on the undercard, not on the undercard, just on the main card under Conor McGregor, Khabib. So I would think the smartest thing to do, and what the UFC is probably going to want to do, is set up the Tony Ferguson versus Dustin Poirier fight. Winner fights winner of Khabib McGregor, and then even if loser fights loser, that's I think any scenario of those four guys fighting, great fights everywhere. So I like to see any matchups that they got coming out of those four guys. It's going to be exciting. I picked Dustin Poirier against Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez is a sneaky little fucker. He gave him a wet willy, grabbed the cage, and threw a 12-6 elbow. That's a no-go. Shouldn't do that. Ask John Jones. His only loss on his record is from the 12-6s. Can't do that, buddy. What else? I was wrong about Tisha Torres. I was completely biased. I picked Tisha Torres. I didn't want Joanna to win. I had a lot of confidence that she would. She met her match with Rose, but I still think she's one of the top women in that division. Jose Aldo spoiled Jeremy Stephens. I thought Jeremy Stephens was going to get a big knockout, and he did rock Aldo early, so it's cool to see Aldo hit him with a body punch, finish him off later. Finish him off a little bit later. No more jingling. But and then I picked Alexander Hernandez over Mercier, which that was a great fight. That was one of the better fights on the card. No offense to Joanna or anything, but I would have rather that fight Joanna started the card, and then it would have just gradually got better and better and better. Hernandez was a fire-ass fight to start with. Then if you would have went Hernandez, then the Aldo body shot, and then the Poirier shit, that's like dun. That's build up right there. I heard they hit overnight lows for the Fox card. I don't know why. That was a great fight card. The Hernandez fight was first. They gave him a little time. I guess, I don't know if it really works like that, but the UFC, Dana White has said multiple times with the Ultimate Fighter, it was like they seen the numbers grow at a point where it was they had to been thinking people were at home and they were like, dude, you got to change this channel. These two white guys beating the fuck out of each other. And then everybody just started tuning in. And if that's the case, Alex Hernandez, you got to think about it. Alex Hernandez, the first fight, everybody's like, yo, you got to tune in. Great fight. Joanna's up next. And they watch Joanna fight and they're like, oh, turn this shit off. They missed the Jose shit and they missed the Poirier shit. And then you get overnight lows. That's the only logical thing I could think of, is that as soon as they seen that Joanna fight, they're like, done. You can't have those people going to feel each other out. You can't have that as the main event. It just can't happen. People are going to turn the TV off. Maybe not in the pay-per-view, but that just, having one of those fights like a DJ versus a Henry Cejudo fight just might make people not want to buy the pay-per-view. And I think that's going to be a pretty decent card. But it may turn people away from buying the pay-per-view. Just because that's your co-main, Getting to that, Cody versus TJ. I got Cody. I think Cody is a lot more calm this time. He's not getting his emotions involved as much anymore. So I see him kind of maybe rocking him again in the first. Second comes around, he plays it a little bit safe. Third, fourth rounds, he gets back and he knocks him out again. Or maybe he just drives him to decision. But I like Cody's chances there. I like his streak of he was on a long streak, undefeated streak, and then he lost to TJ. TJ had lost 3 fights beforehand. Dodson, Cruz, a Sunsao. He regained the Sunsao fight, but he's got losses. He's deep in the game. Cody, that was his first loss. It's going to be interesting to see how he deals with his losses because it's his first one. So it'll be interesting. He's either going to take it and he's going to come back, or he's going to take it and he's just going to ride off into the sunset. But I think he's going to come back. Cody, I had my eyes on Cody. Before the Almeida fight, I was watching Cody, and I knew this guy was going to be good, man. DJ Cejudo, I'll be biased and just put my pick in and say I want Cejudo to win. Let's shock the world, buddy. I want to see it, and everybody else would want to see it. Everybody roots against DJ same way they root against Daniel Cormier. It's just they don't like the good guy, man. Nobody likes the good guy. You guys want to play the good guy video game? Yeah, nobody want to fuck with that, man. Nobody. They want to fuck with that. John Jones, don't give a fuck. Darren Till, Mike Perry. That's who motherfuckers want to fuck with. Not this, motherfuckers will never learn, though. They'll never learn. Swanson versus Marcano is on that card. I got Swanson. I like Marcano. I think he's going to give Swanson a real good fight. Matter of fact, I changed it. I got Marcano. Final decision. Same thing that goes back to the Cody thing. Cub Swanson coming off that loss. It's tough to see where he goes from here if he loses. So it's like a do or die thing for him. It's getting a little bit. He's a vet of the UFC, I guess. So you would say. Which going back to Eddie Alvarez, that was his last fight on the contract. He may not get another contract for the UFC. It may not happen. So we could be seeing the same with Cub in the next couple of fights, and I think this may be the start of it right here. Or if the Brian Ortega thing might have been not Brian Ortega. Fuck. Swanson just fought Duo Choi, beat Duo Choi, and then he fought they're gonna make me look it up here. Maybe he didn't come off a loss. Maybe I'm talking on my ass. He probably did though. It was probably the Ortega fight, and I'm probably just seeing a different face, so I want to take it back. I don't want to put it on. Yeah. Oh, Frankie Edgar, he lost to last. He lost to Brian Ortega with this. That's the guillotine choke I was thinking about. And then Frankie Edgar apparently fought in April. They lost by decision. So he's coming off 2 losses. He lost to Frankie twice now. Beat Poirier a long time ago, though. 2013. Back then when Conor beat him. That was the time. One bud should have took advantage. But, yeah, I'll change. I got Marcano. I like him. I think it'll be good for him. He gets the win. He moves up. Cub's already on the way down. Excuse me. Thirsty, man. And then the sleeper fight on the card, I think, is going to be Brett Johns, Pedro Munoz. Pedro Munoz, all his losses coming from decision. Brett Johns has mixed wins from submissions and decisions. Doesn't have a lot of knockouts. but has a good amount of decision wins. He's got a real good gas tank. It's 3 rounds. I think he's just going to outwork him in the later rounds, the second, the third round, later in the second and the third round. He's going to outwork Munoz. As long as he can stay on his feet, not get submitted in the first round, I think Brett Jones got a really good chance of finishing that off. Also, later, September 8th, they announced Darren Till, my boy Darren Till, will be fighting for the welterweight belt. Colby Covington will be stripped as soon as the first punch is thrown, assuming that Darren makes weight. Hopefully he does. Co-main on there is Nico Montano, Valentina Shevchenko. We won't go over who I'm going to pick because we'll go over that, I guess, the week before the fight. But these are great fights. Jessica Andrade, Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Love it. Yair Rodriguez, Zabit. Not even going to try your last name. What are you eating? Not even going to try your last name? Come here, girl. Aljamain Sterling, Cody Stedman. Don't even do that shit. Jimmy Rivera, John Dodson. Come here, girl. Oh, look at this. Get on camera. Come here. Come here. Who you got? Say Aljo. We got Aljo. I'll tell you that pick now. We got Aljo no matter what. Because it's New York over everything. But, all right, we have a small video today. Special guest for a fight companion this Saturday for the Cody TJ fight. It's pretty much the fight we're looking forward to. But we'll be here. We'll have the live setup probably somewhere a little further back. We'll probably be sitting here a little further back watching the fight up there. We got the first indoor. All the other videos was outdoor in the studio. This is the first indoor video I'm shooting. I hope it's a little bit better for the sound. I know the sound's been a little bit of a problem, but we'll see you guys this Saturday. Stay barbecued, son.